all.
Every year, thousands of tons of litter are thrown from our cars onto the unsuspecting wildlife below. Polluting our wetlands and cluttering our forests. Please reconsider and don't litter.
Ow, she's a friend.
You're only killing our wildlife.
Welcome to All In from KNSU Television on the campus of Nicholls State University. I am your host, Brogan Burns. SGA presidential elections will take place next week, but before that, let's get to know your candidates. I am here with Cruz Cassard and Angel Romero. So Angel, could you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Angel Romero. I am a graduate student studying educational leadership with a concentration in higher education administration. I work in administration currently under Mr. Nay Hicks. I am also the graduate senator and campus improvement chair for SGA. I also serve as vice president of graduate student organizations, and I'm happy to be here as a candidate for president.
We're glad to have you
for having me.
And then Cruz, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure thing. Thank you, Brogan. Well, my name is Cruz Cassard, and I'm running to be your next SGA president currently. In SGA, I'm the athletics senator, so I represent over 300 athletes on campus. I'm a junior majoring in political science on campus, and I'm involved in baseball game day operations. So I'm really excited to be here today to talk about our plans for a better future, a new tomorrow. And thank you again, Brogan, for having us so we can talk about these critical issues.
And I'm going to pose my first question to you. Can you kind of talk about what platform you're running on? What are the things you really want to get done in your time as president?
Yeah, so I think anybody that's been following along with our social media pages, our ticket's name is United. We're united in a goal. We're united in a vision for campus. And we've laid that out in 5 clear, fresh, new policy points. Number one, we're talking about reforming tailgating so that when you go to a football game or any athletic event on campus, it's emblematic of a college experience, not a high school. And you can visit our social media pages to see more details on that. We're talking about religious liberty, which is really important to me since I'm in Colonel Catholics, proud Colonel Catholics member. My vice president, she's in Chi Alpha on campus, so it's different people. It's a melting pot of perspectives. But in religious liberty, we're going to do something for the first time ever, which is we're going to appoint a religious liberty director to our executive board. So there's more details on that. We're talking about bringing in fresh perspectives into SGA. And I really believe that actions speak louder than words. So our first action that we took was picking somebody as a vice presidential candidate that's not in SGA, because we believe in bringing new people in, having fresh perspectives, having people with common sense, having student-oriented solutions to solve problems. We're also going to be talking about expanding Greek spaces so that when there's homecoming week, when there's other events on campus, that the Greeks are allowed to have priority registration, which registration reservations over spaces and everything. And if that's not enough, we're going to find resources to build them the space they need. So we're talking about that. And the last one we're really excited about is talking about AI policy. I think AI has been something that the university's been sending mixed messages on. So we want to make sure that you're fully protected when you go into any university hearing. So the things we're talking about in our United campaign is things that touch the lives of almost every student on campus. So we're here for you. We're talking about the things that matter to you, and we look forward to any more discussions about our ideas, our platform, our united vision that we have for the entire student body. So, that's some of the bullet points. There's plenty more that's in our plan, that's in our vision, but those are kind of the top 5 things. So we look forward to exploring those, talking with people, talking with students, talking with anybody on campus about how we can implement that if we do get elected.
And Angel, what are the points you're running on? What do you want to do as president?
So our slogan is your needs, our mission. So we really are focusing on the students and to just be an advocate for them. So we want to implement a student feedback survey and town halls, which is going to allow us to take that information that students give us to really address the needs that they have. We also are, yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, no, that's not pretty much it. So we have dining improvements that we really, really want to work on. We're working right now on 24/7 access in Brady Clubhouse. So the Brady Clubhouse is just going to house this 24/7 access. It's not going to just be inclusive to Brady. It's going to be for everybody. We really want to just continue to work to be transparent with all the students. So I'm going to work with the PR director to see, different ways SGA can promote transparency and get the information out to students. We also want to do a first generation advisory council. So being a first gen student myself, this is really an important thing for me because it allows us to have students' voices be heard who may not have had college experience before. So those are kind of just like the major points. Of course, there's always smaller initiatives that I'd love to complete under the administration. So that's pretty much it.
And I know this is your 4th year, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you've done a lot of stuff since you've been here. Can you kind of talk about what that experience is going to give you into this race and what that'll mean as president?
So, I've been here for 4 years. I graduated my undergrad in 3 years. And in that time, I've just worked really closely with SGA, several other organizations I was involved with, to just really improve campus facilities, to give students more inclusive inequality spaces. I've also, tried to honor those who have served our university through several proclamations. There was one event that's coming to mind was for a Black History Month event. So I really, as a child of a mother who is Cuban and Native American, I really want to give the students a chance, all students, because I represent all students, not just the natives or not just the first gens, but I represent all students. So I really, try to encompass the whole student body in all of my work. I've served as judiciary chair and a liberal arts senator in my undergrad, so that really gave me a leg up into the university and its officials. So by working closely with administration and other, applicable staff, I hope to do more work for our students.
And Cruz, I know you've made a few changes to SGA and the school since you've been here. No, you made the position that you were originally part of, right, as sports senator?
Yeah, so as being athletic senator, I don't believe there's been an athletic senator before me, so it's kind of been incumbent upon me to make the job into what it is. And I feel really proud of the work I've done over the last 2 years to be the athletic senator, to represent all of our student athletes on campus, from baseball to football to softball to track to volleyball to beach volleyball to basketball. I mean, it has been the pleasure of my lifetime in order to be able to serve all of our student athletes on campus, to make sure they get the proper representation they believe they deserve, along with the projects that they need, from improving showering conditions for our track girls to making easy, simple investments in our weight room so that it not only improves our athletes both on the field and off the field. But it's not just been about the athletes. I've tried to make myself as a senator that will do any project that comes to me. So, we did a press resolution honoring the work that y'all did during the latest hurricane, which is still greatly appreciated, all the media coverage that you did. We've done work trying to get, registration money for Colonel Catholics. We've done money for Chi Alpha. We've done several projects on campus that aren't just about athletics. So I would say that my portfolio of projects that I've been a part of and will continue to be a part of is quite impressive for a position that had to be made on the fly. But so yeah, I'm really proud of my work in SGA, and hopefully as president we can continue that work, we can continue that momentum, we can push for that change, we can push for it now, and we can be united in that vision.
And if somebody asked you right now, who was Cruz Cassard, what would your answer be?
Oof. I think if someone asked me, who is Cruz Cassard, my answer would be that it's somebody that knows what they stand for, believes in what they stand for, stands up for those that don't always get a voice, says what he means and means what he says, and is willing to roll up my sleeves, get the job done, and do the right thing when no one's watching. That's really what I think somebody would say. So, and everyone has opinions, and I look forward to hearing those opinions if elected president.
Angel, same question to you. Who is Angel? If somebody asked you that question.
Well, I certainly don't have as many flourishes as Cruz uses. He's well deserving of those. I would say I'm a dedicated student leader who has always been a student leader, has always tried to advocate for our students, has always been there, strangers and friends alike. So I'm just a very dedicated and very well-rounded student who's always willing to help.
And we'll be right back after this commercial break to let the candidates give their closing remarks.
Tailgating in Louisiana is punishable by a hefty fine. This is followed by rising insurance costs and a possible loss of a driver's license. Wouldn't you rather spend your money on clothes, entertainment, food, books? We believe you'd rather spend your money elsewhere.
This message is brought to you by the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development.
Mako, 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 Mako.
Welcome back to KNSU. Now, before we finish the show, we're going to give our candidates a chance to give their closing remarks. So we'll start with Cruz.
Thank you. So again, Colonel Nation, we're running to be your next president of SGA. We have a lot of exciting initiatives that we're announcing as the days go by, from tailgating policy to AI policy to bringing new fresh perspectives into SGA, to talk about religious liberty policy, along with a lot of other stuff. Stay tuned, stay updated, stay following along. We got a lot more to do. We have a lot more work to do. If we're united in these goals, we're going to get this done. We're going to deliver bold change for this university. We're going to do big things together. We're united together, and we will stay together. So thank you again for all the attention. If you need anything, please reach out to either me or Adriana, and we are here for you. We are united in this, and we will do this together. Thank you.
Angel, your chance.
So I just want to say that this is not just about choosing a leader, this is about choosing a partnership. If elected, I am willing to work with any student, all students, to get your needs heard and your needs met. My goal and my priority is to be your voice for this university. So vote next week for Romero and Louviere and get your needs met. So I just want to thank you for having us here. Really appreciate it, and as always, go Colonels.
And I'd like to extend a thank you to both Cruz and Angel for coming on and letting us know what they're all about. And thank you for watching KNSU TV. We'll be back next week. I have been Brogan Burns.